What's up, guys? Coach John Wojo here with JW Fitness answering another question for you. How to stop weight loss plateau. Doing weight training, fasting, nothing works anymore. All right, so we all run into plateaus. They happen. And sometimes what happens when we plateau is we change course too quickly because we think that something extraordinary has to happen in order to push us past this plateau. And we start experimenting with different things, and then we lose track of the variables, and then we become uncertain of the path forward. We start thinking, well, maybe I need to raise my calories back up, or maybe I need to be extra strict. And then you're going to have like days where you kind of don't know what to do. Should I be strict? Should I eat more? And then typically we fall back to our old habits and we're like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to allow myself to eat. I'm not losing weight anyway. And that behavior in and of itself is certainly not going to help you move forward. So what I would suggest when you hit a plateau, and not just a make-believe plateau, like your weight kind of stays stuck for like several days. I mean like a real plateau when genuinely you are doing everything that in your power, everything that you've been doing, and you've been super consistent, and your weight just does not seem to be moving in either direction, but in the direction that you want it to, especially. Sometimes it's good to take a break, like recalculate your maintenance calories and take a little bit of a diet break. Not use it as an excuse to start overeating and start gaining your weight back, but literally maintain, slowly raise your calories back up to what your new maintenance level should be. And maybe take a different approach in the gym. Just kind of like get your mind out of the diet, so to speak, for a while. Like, focus more on maybe lifting heavier weights and take like a good month or so and just kind of switch gears. Maybe get involved with more activities outside the gym, instead of just lifting all the time. Like, I don't know, go bowling, play golf, play pickup basketball, play tennis, whatever it is for you. Just kind of take a little bit of a physical break from dieting, because dieting is stressful to the system, but also take a little bit of a mental break. And then when you're refreshed and ready to go, you're going to feel like you've been away from dieting for a very long time. And yet in reality, your body weight has maintained, and you should feel like, yeah, I'm ready to go again. I'm ready to push down to the next level. And then resume the approach that you followed in the past that got you the results that you did get, and kind of pick that up and march forward again. That is one approach. Another approach is just push on through type of an approach, where if you don't feel like it's time yet to take a diet break, you just feel like your progress has stalled a little bit, and you're confident that you are calculating everything correctly and you're measuring everything correctly, and training hasn't really changed, and stress in your life hasn't really changed and all that, then maybe make just a small tweak. Drop your calories just a little bit more if you feel like you have room in your diet to do that, or extend the time you spend walking a little bit every week. Just make one tweak and just focus on following through for like another week. Just make that small change and just do it for the next week and see what happens. A lot of times it just takes that little bit of a change and consistency long enough to make it happen. Or you got to understand too that our bodies are resistant to change. They're always seeking some level of homeostasis, and they don't necessarily want to change right away. They don't want to drop fat right away. They don't want to gain muscle easily. It's kind of a hard-fought battle to get your body's set point to kind of move up or down. And sometimes your progress is not immediately reflected in the scale or the mirror. You got to build up the pressure and consistency, knocking on a door. You got to keep knocking on that door until the door finally opens. For whatever reason, A lot of times it's that way with your diet. You've got to be consistent and stricter for a longer period of time than you think you need to in order for your body to finally say, all right, I'm gonna release those body fat stores and kind of, allow my set points, so to speak, to move down to the next level. Like, we all get those little bumps in the road, those little mini plateaus. And sometimes you just gotta push through. You gotta push through with your consistency and just making one small change at a time and letting that small change be the new normal for like a week or two until your body kind of capitulates and things start moving again. So don't give up too soon. Don't think that a plateau is the end of the world. It happens to all of us, and they're relatively easy to overcome by taking either one of the two options that I presented you here. And guys, if you appreciate the content, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.